Oh, hello there.
Hi! So this is a video that's going to be part of a series of videos that is going to be part of a whole grand scheme of things underneath the Alphabet Superset project. For those of you that may or may not know, Struthless is a YouTuber that does a lot on self-help and creativity and project work. Um, Created recently, actually conveniently immediately after my 24th birthday antics, a project called the Alphabet Superset. And pretty much what this whole thing is that we have a set project and we set as much constraints as we can so that way all we need to do for the next 26 weeks is just think about the alphabet that relates to that project. And alongside this project, we also have to post it. And so I decided, as a way to kind of give myself a creative outlet and refresh myself on like a few design interests, that I do 3D printed keychains. Not only that, but these keychains are each going to deal with engineering topics, mechanisms, so that way I can, refresh myself on them as well as get some practice in on designing. While it is all in keychain form and small, it's, it's one of the constraints, right? There's a whole list of constraints I actually wrote down here that I'm following in order to be able to produce these without stalling because, oh, I don't want to post, or oh, creativity, blah 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 blah. And so, this is my way of doing so. Some of the constraints that I am working with currently are using, set software that includes for me, my CAD software, my 3D printing software, my recording OBS software, and my editing software if I do decide to edit, which is going to be HitFilm. And honestly, it's probably anything different from what I would usually do, but the fact that I just know which point software I'm going to try out, and while I did want to dabble in some other design software, by sticking to this, I'm rigid with that. I'm always going to be printing with pink filament, so I don't, have to think about changing the filament or trying something out. It's always going to be a consistent print every time. Not to mention, since it's a keychain, the proportions need to be relatively decent size, so it's not going to take too long to print, and if I fail and I need to troubleshoot, at least I have that with going for me. Not to mention, also, like, design-wise, I just need one face of it to be able to be, contoured and designed, so that way, it's still flat to be keychain functional, but also I only need to think, of cross-sections or what I can do to make the design relevant to at least one half of it. And honestly, that's really it. I think if anything with video editing, if I do get into it, I do want to try to do something where I make like set presets, such as like the same instrumental background video movie or like videos or starting and ending transitions or whatever it may be. So that way it's just I put the fat of the video in, I just cut it, and then we're good. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. The first week, since we are going alphabetically, was A, and while it did take me some time to figure out how do I want to, present, what concept I want to present, I just thought about an axle rod. And while axle rods can be in the design function pretty simple, since you can go as basic as a straight line to yeah, it's pretty much as basic as a straight line. I decided I'd try to do a cross section of a rear axle housing, and so here we are. I'm leaning forward into the microphone, that's why it sounds a bit different. But here you can see we have our week 1 project. This is the rear axle housing. You can see it's not the whole rear axle because this part kind of cuts off the center. But yeah, you can see where the differential carrier would be right here in the center, and then there'd be like a worm gear or something else in the differential to translate it to the wheels on the end here. And yeah, I mean, for the most part, rear axles are mainly just to house the wheels, but then with modern designs of like having the drive line, I remember, if I think and then translating the engine motion in, it pretty much is like the housing to stabilize and ensure that linear motion gets translated to the rotational motion into the proper wheels. And so yeah, you know, definitely not just a straight line, but nevertheless, it is something that kind of just got me started on this project journey. And so I hope that, you know, it'll continue to breed more ideas. I mean, honestly, I'm mainly excited for B and C, which I'll explain in later videos, of course. Well, hopefully I can keep up. I will keep up. I will keep up. But, yeah. Where's my train of thought? I should probably also practice scripting when I do this. This is just to get my design chops going. You know, just it's a good introduction to doing a weekly project after all. And so I was happy with how this print turned out. I wanted to do like putting the differential like worm gear in there, or like the worm gear in here, or like a drive shaft. But then I was like, okay, if I'm doing a cross section, it might look weird, or I'd also break the flat part being present. So yeah, I don't know. I'll maybe adjust how my rules work, or you know, make the exceptions. But definitely, if I were to go back on this project, I'd probably put like a mini system, so that way you can just roll this around and see it translate onto this shaft. But another time, maybe it's a project down the line. It'd be cool to have really fun functional keychains like with motion translation and stuff. So to, you know, give a good sense of how the motion works, how it translates rotational to linear. Well, sorry, a different axis of rotational into another axis of rotational. Since I have this time, I thought I'd also kind of share a few other things that's been going on. Because, you know, might as well make this an opportunity to kind of just speak and practice being camera presentable, because I think I've definitely become more awkward in front of a camera, or if not, I've always been, but I haven't really worked on it. I mean, I did do live streaming, but I feel like that's a different context. Nevertheless, I am building a keyboard. I've been wanting to build a new keyboard for a while, and so I decided I'd finally bite the bullet as a way to be like, hey, you know, let's make something new. And so, you know, this is kind of combining a bunch of things in, because I've been, you know, taking my time buying the parts. And so I have the PCB, and it came with the plates that I'll put the switches on. And so I 3D printed the mid layer, which you can see here in the green. And so I'll actually be putting the top layers in pink. So it's going to be like they call it like Miami, or like it's like Neapolitan. And so yeah, I'm excited for that when that comes. And then, yeah, I mean, for sure I'll probably share when I do the keyboard build. I'm figuring out whether I want to do like a live stream or take photos of the process. And yeah, that's really cool. I also was able to take some photos recently. Maybe I'll share a couple in the video. If not, they'll maybe post them on Instagram or something. Lastly, I have a couple like things I kind of want to share, because why not try to figure out, maybe there's a little bit we can do at the end. I guess I already shared with the keyboard, but I bought a Pokemon pack, so we'll open that for fun. And then I also got some mail. My address is on the opposite side, but I recently got message from a friend of mine. He was like, oh, give me your address. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I sent it to him, and lo and behold, if I understand what this is, which I think I do. Oh, wow. Oh, no way. Is this what I think it is? Oh, yeah. Aw. Yeah, this is a floppy disk camera print of me. So, my friend David is doing printing and posting his photos of his his floppy disk photography. And yeah, this is cool. It's actually really neat. Definitely check it out. I'll probably put a link in the description, I guess. Wow, it's fun. I'll drop a link in the description below. I'll put a link in the description so you can potentially buy a photo as well. I definitely want to order some from him. And so yeah, this is cool. Thank you so much, David. how the photography looks is like this, like he describes it as liminal, and I definitely agree. I guess that's the best word to describe it. It's got this nice, like, softness that I appreciate in them. And so, yeah, I look forward to seeing more of these prints and hope that more people enjoy it. But, yeah, thank you so much. And I think my last thing is I'm going to open a Packington, shall we? Yeah, I mean, with this project, I hope that I can just kind of continue to just find a way to have a creative outlet. You know, I've been playing games and I've been catching up with people and like I've been taking photos, but definitely, you know, doing design work is like comfort food for me. And so I hope I can continue with this project to be able to get that opportunity. And so yeah, anywho, here's a little Fue Coco coin. The best starter in the game, if you didn't know. And then it also came with an Espathra promo card. I'm probably not gonna bring Pokemon cards into every video. That'd be too expensive. Or maybe I open like the old boxes I have. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that. That's probably a best way to be cathartic about it. Because I've been wanting to do like an opening of like all of them, but I just like, you know, I just wanted to get it captured. But maybe I'll do it, yeah, like a pack at a time or something. Yeah, that's a healthy way to do it. I already bought the cards anyway, but yeah. Anywho, how does this work? It's 1 to the front. Yeah, because this is the energy. Okay, perfect. Cool. So we got ourselves here a basic energy, a Dolive, a Quaxley, a Poniard, Crushing Hammer, Defiance Band to make her dance, a Drifblim, she drifting on the blim, the Nest Ball, we got Nemona, oh, and we got Cloth. Oh, this is, wait a second, oh, hell yeah, we got, okay, double hit. We got a Cloth Secret Art Rare. This is actually beautiful. And then, hey, we got, is this a secret rare? Yeah, we got a secret rare, Gardevoir EX. So, yeah, that's cool. Hell yeah. Shout out to the one random Packington that I got. Target treated me nicely today, I guess. I guess let's recap. Cause this is honestly a long video. Well, maybe it's a long video. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it. I need to figure out how to. I will organize myself a bit better. But hey, that's the whole point of this project, right? To practice designing, to practice posting, and to practice talking. For starters, I'm doing the Alphabet Superset. This was week 1, and I am excited to get this out there. My project for this week was the axle rod, and so I made a rear axle housing, and it's pretty much the front and back of a cross section of one. And yeah, it was kind of, you know, a good safe start, and I'm glad I did. Axle rods are cool. Otherwise, our cars wouldn't really translate the engine motion well with stable housing. So, you know, shout out axle rods. On top of that, I am building a keyboard, and in the current stages, it's in the test fitting process and building the cases. So I'm actually printing in pink, you know, because I'm going to be doing the set now. And so the top pieces are on their way, probably finished by tonight. Funnily enough, as soon as I talked about it, yeah, it fell off the printing bed, so I gotta reprint this. So that's great. Shout out to this glue stick. I need to put some more shit in it. My wonderful friend David sent me a floppy disk print of me outside a Ginger Root concert, and I'm very appreciative. This is really cool, and please support him if you can. Get the photos, and I hope that we can find a way to continue making more of these available because it's so cool. It's really awesome, and I hope you enjoy them if you do get some as much as I do. And then lastly, we opened a Pokemon card pack, and this is a good start. We got pulls, so you know, we got our Espathra promo, we got the Cloth secret art rare, and now, secret art rare is the name, and then we got the Gardevoir EX secret rare full art card. So poggers, great. Yeah. Anywho, B is coming up, so we'll see how next week goes. And yeah, if you have any feedback, feel free to let me know. I mean, we're all in this together. Well, I'm in this together with the people that are doing the project. And yeah, I'm gonna go edit this now and post this and see what happens. But yeah, thank you so much, and I will catch you later. Peace. Bye-bye. Also, I need to stop biting my goddamn neck!